Hi everyone, it's Dr. Erin Ross. Sorry about that. We had a glitch. I actually thought I was live and I wasn't live. So I am going to redo what I just did, thinking that you were listening on the other side of this camera. As you can tell, Facebook is challenging for me, and my wonderful team are helping me to move out of my comfort zone and to grow. And so, this is our Facebook updated or our update for Sophie 2022 to 2023 on Facebook Live. Thank you for joining me either on as we are live, or if you're watching this later. I am so excited about having such a wonderful Sophie family to be talking to. I'm excited about all the things that Joe and Gina and I have been doing both in front of and behind the camera for you. And so I'm going to let you know all of the kinds of things we've been working on to update our website and to update all of our materials. So I'm going to start by talking about Sophie. In 2022, I updated all of the materials for Sophie, and we also updated all of the videos. And so I worked with a professional television crew, Garthworks, here in Denver, Colorado, and we updated all 12 modules for Sophie. We are also going to talk a little bit about Sophie Virtual as well as the hybrid course that we have created. But in terms of our online videos, all of the Sophie has been updated. We also were able to do 4 live offerings and now have professional recordings for 4 normal developmental talks. And you will already remember that as part of Sophie, we do talk a lot about the importance of understanding normal development. So I have now expanded that out, and we talk about normal development for both babies and young children as well. In addition to that, we have 3 professionally recorded videos on specialized topics. Communicating with your team in the neonatal intensive care unit, gastroesophageal reflux, and the newest one is called Ringcast. It is designed to help with critical thinking. I don't know about you, but for me, I really struggle when I do something to help a baby and they're not getting better. And obviously, then I start to kind of grasp at, well, what am I missing? And so Ringcast helps me to be more systematic and more critical in thinking through when babies are in feeding plans and not really progressing. So Ringcast stands for all of the different systems that can interfere with making progress: respiratory, immaturity, neurologic, genetic, gastroenterologic, cardiac, allergies and intolerances, structural problems, and then kind of the culmination of all of those, which is teach. So what is the baby learning with all of those different feedings, and is that why they're not making progress? So those have been some of our big new products. Also, if you haven't been on the web page recently, what I want to do is direct you, as Sophie members, you have access to a number of free downloadables. And so you can find them under the Professionals tab. So go ahead, take a look at them. I am trying to create more things that you can access for free. We are also going to be expanding our parent resources as well as our professional resource pages. And so hopefully you'll be seeing some of those updates coming your way pretty soon. I mentioned the Sophie Hybrid and the Sophie Virtuals. So the Sophie Virtuals are our 3-day online through Zoom offerings. They continue to be very popular, and so we're excited about that. We keep getting the feedback that everyone wants more time. So beginning in 2024, our virtual Zoom offerings for Sophie will go to 6 days or 6 hours per day, 3 days, with two 10-minute breaks, in there. And so it'll be a total of 17 contact hours. And so that's one change that we're making. The other thing that we changed began in 2023, and that's our Sophie Hybrid course. So again, in response to the evaluations that you all have given us over the years, we know that people wanted more time for assessment and intervention, for case studies, and for interacting with each other. And so we have created that. With the Sophie Hybrid, it is 8 modules that you do online in the comfort of your own home. And they just have to be done within about a week to 3 days before the offering of the live portion. So that's called the foundational course. Then you have the completion course, and that is a time when we all get together live, getting back together again, and seeing our colleagues, I think is really, really fun. That gives us then a day and 3/4 of a day where all we do is assessment and intervention. And in 2023, we've done 3 of them. Our first one ever was in Phoenix, Arizona. Then we did one here in Denver, Colorado in May. And last weekend, I literally just finished the last one for 2023. That was done in San Antonio, Texas. And boy, was it a really fun time and a wonderful group of people. So we are really excited about that offering. And in 2024, we are firming up some of the details, but it looks like we're going to be in Houston in the spring, Denver in the summer, and Chicago hopefully in the fall. We are still looking for an East Coast venue, but that will probably end up being in 2025. And so if you know of anyone who would like to host us, we are always open for that as well, and we appreciate your support. What other things did we accomplish? Seems like we've been on a little running track, Gina and Joe and I, for quite a while. And so some of the other things that we accomplished, we are an AOTA provider. We actually became that in 2021. Last year, we became an ASHA provider under our own company. So we had been part of Toomey and Associates, but as we grew, we became our own ASHA provider. We have now offered registered dietitian CEUs. And so our next step is conquering nursing CEUs, which is always a bigger, a little bit more complex situation, because many of the nursing CEUs need to be state by state. But we're going to start working on that. We are finishing up our parent training program. I've been working on it for years, and both Gina and Joe are very good at not only taking things off my plate and helping me stretch and grow out of my comfort zone, but also to get things done. And so the parent training program has been consolidated, streamlined, so that we've taken out some of the duplication that I had in there. And Joe is now taking it in and has been diligently working with a graphic designer. And so we are almost ready to offer that. And so stay tuned. We will be letting you know once we get that accomplished. The other big thing that we have done is we have decided to end the Sophie professional membership. And we did so because we felt like it was taking away from my opportunities to engage with the larger group more frequently. And so that has been a goal of our team. is finding new ways to engage with you. And so obviously the Sophie Community Facebook, I'm going to try and be on and posting more. But also our blog, I need to get back into posting. We have an Instagram account, and I would love it if you wanted to be a part of that. I believe we have a little over 600 people, and so we will be actively using that. Joe is very good at social media, and so I'm learning a lot from her. So those are some things we would love for you to join us with. As I said, this is our goal, is to really try to free up some time so that we can be more engaged with you. Remember that on the Facebook group, it is closed only to Sophie members, and so if you have questions about kids or articles or whatever, please go ahead and post it on there. Your colleagues can support you. I can support you. Just remember that no patient identifiable information should be shared there. Whew, that's a lot. It feels like a lot. We have now gotten to the point where I have some dedicated time that I'm going to be using not only for engaging with you and continuing to create more products, but also to write the Sophie Manual, which has been a long-term dream of mine. And so I will be letting you all know as we finish up different things, as we launch new things, we will be sharing that information with you. In the meantime, I hope that you are creating sacred space for your important relationships, your friends, your family, your loved ones, laughing, having fun, because that's really what not only feeding is all about, but that's what life is about. Feeding Fundamentals was created so that we can find a balance and support infants and families as they move through this journey. I hope that this has given you an update about all the different things that we've been working on our end. And like I said, stay tuned. We'll be sending out information as we keep creating things and trying to make your life and your professional resources grow. So thank you for being patient as we had some technical glitches, and I hope to see you again at another Facebook Live.